growing up, there wasn't many things better than getting a car magazine. My dad had a huge selection of car magazines, and I remember in high school, junior high school, there was a bunch of old car magazines from the 60s. They were 10 years old, and they were like another world to me. I just loved looking through them. Hot Rod, Road and Track, Car and Driver, Motor Trend. It was amazing. So I've always been into old car magazines, and I was in California at Carmel, and I went to Car Week, and I saw Briggs Cunningham's modified Cadillac Le Monstre at the Quail Motorsport Experience. The next year I went down, or 2 years later I went down, I took my brother and we went to the memorabilia fair at the Embassy Suites in Carmel, or Monterey, and I picked up a copy of the October 1950 Road and Track. And on the cover was a picture of the aerodynamic Cadillac and talked about its construction. Now this is October. In the September issue they had the coverage of the race, but in October they had an amazing coverage of how Briggs Cunningham came to build Le Monstre. On the cover, there was the press on the Regardless run. There was the Project Le Mans, the 1950 Cadillac non-modified body, and then the one about the aerodynamic Cadillac. And there was a picture of a Nardi 750 that wins a hill climb. At the bottom, it boldly stated, "This is the Motor Enthusiast magazine." Now, my copy is in very good shape. Still has the subscription tag on the inside. The inside front cover is a Auto Accessories Limited, Warsaw, Indiana, an ad for S.H. Arnold Incorporated. And the page 1 had a picture of the Nardi that was for sale by John Edgar of Cornell Drive, Los Angeles. It can be furnished within approximately 40-day time after placement of order. There was some correspondence. There was an ad for the Harry Hudson Hotel, a little ad smaller than a business card for Rolls-Royce, Sheridan Bodley. There was stuff on Pininfarina and Nash, and had a little letter from a Louis Scrim on the 3rd on high mileage Cadillacs, and 5 carburetors on Le Mans Cadillac. Project Le Mans 1950 by Sam Collier. So it starts out with a couple pictures of the stock body Cadillac and a few pictures of it at Le Mans. The next page, on page 6, there's the Santa Monica Road Race Revival. This, I guess, was historic racing back in the 50s. So cars from 1907. Then on page 8, there was a sketch pad by Bill Jenks. It was a fastback Jaguar XK120. And then on page 9, here's the double overhead cam Ford V8, and it's got tank engines basically. So there's a 500 horsepower 1100 cubic inch Ford V8, a 750 horsepower 1650 cubic inch Ford V12. Page 10 is the debut of the Trimax. Engine failures prevent full evaluation of this beautiful, exciting new Formula 3. Page 12, Le Mans aerodynamic Cadillac. Frick Tabbitt builds a Le Mans special for sportsman Briggs Cunningham by T.R. Stumpf. All photos by Edward Mashersky. To Briggs Cunningham, outstanding American sports car enthusiast, must go credit for returning the stars and stripes to Le Mans. The selection of equipment, the design and construction of a special car, the assembly and training of a crew, and the transportation of the lot to France, all of these problems, plus many more, had to be solved to assure success of Project Le Mans 1950. Page 14 and 15, it's the Press On Regardless. The Michigan Press On Regardless, a time direction type of rally, ran over 332 miles of Michigan highways, was held August 5th and 6th. The center spread is 16 and 17 is Formula 3 racing activities in England. It has a column of at Silverstone, a column of at Goodwood, and a column of at Brands Hatch. Page 18 and 19. 18 has Miscellaneous Ramblings by the technical editor. Talks about the 1951 Packard, still the fastest. And then it has a little one column on page 19, about 8 column inches, by Sidney Allard, My First Le Mans. And then it has a story, 2 columns on the 1950 NSU motorcycles. At the bottom of My First Le Mans by Sidney Allard, There's a little story. It goes, Pontiac offers free photo folder. Pontiac Motor Division's advertising manager, B.B. Kimball, has announced a new plant tour folder available to anyone requesting in-picture story form. 16 plant photographs depict the modern production of an automobile from start to finish. Write to Publication Sector, RT, Advertising Department, Pontiac Motors, Pontiac, Michigan. Page 20 has a design forum. It has a Duras 1950 Coupe de Ville. And on page 21, it's Antique and Veteran by Everett Miller, the 20 horsepower valveless Darracq. Page 22 and 23, Road Racing Below the Equator. It has one page, page 22 on Argentina, and page 23 on Australia. Then page 24 is Road and Track Photography, and then page 25, Bonneville Site of New Record Attempts. 3 wildly diversified assaults on international speed records were made on Utah's Bonneville Salt Flats, 135 miles west of Salt Lake City. On Labor Day, September 4th, Jimmy Jackson, driving the Cummins Diesel Special, which qualified at 129 miles an hour at the 1950 Indianapolis race, will attempt to set 6 international records for diesel-powered cars. There's a picture of a fellow in a bathing suit laid out on a motorcycle. Looks like it's speed. Roland R. Free, holder of American 1-mile motorcycle speed records of 150.31 miles per hour, will attempt to shatter the world 1-mile flying start motorcycle mark. Ab Jenkins, former mayor of Salt Lake City and holder of many long-distance automobile speed records from 100 miles up to 48 hours of continual running, will try to lower the 1-hour mark of 182.513 miles an hour using the giant Mormon meteor in which he originally established them. Page 28, they have an ad for Grant piston rings and New House Automotive Industries. We ship all over the world, by air, by rail, by motor truck. And then they have on page 29, 43rd Annual Gold Cup Regatta for hydroplanes. And on page 30, there's a quarter-page ad for Warren Fraser Custom Engine Parts and Bell Auto Parts, distributors of the world's foremost speed equipment. Page 31, it's a quarter-page ad for Shell Auto Parts, located in Los Angeles. And a little ad for Hudson Miniatures Old Timers. For $250, you can get a Ford Model A model. You can get a 1904 Old for $1.65. On the inside back cover, they have an ad for the International Sports Car Grand Prix at Watkins Glen, September 23rd. If you own a Ford Vieta Mercury, install the Ballond EquiFlow exhaust system. And then in the back, there's an ad for Ed Iskandarian Mushroom Cam. Flash, all existing horsepower records smashed using an Iskandarian Mushroom Cam. A new high of 243 horsepower established. Road and Track, September 1950. 35 cents. Villorossi at Speed and Formula 2 Ferrari, page 17. And again at the bottom it says the Motor Enthusiast Magazine. Inside front cover, top half page is for Bell Auto Parts with an ad for Allard. And then below it has the Harman Collins cam. Roy Richter's winning Allard was equipped with a Harman and Collins cam. On page 2 it has an ad for a forced sale of prize collection. The Thomas S. Lee world famous foreign sports cars must be sold immediately by order of the Los Angeles County Public Administrator. And it's cars like the 540K Mercedes, Alfa Romeo 2.9 Mille Miglia, Alfa Romeo 2.9 liter convertible coupe with Farina body, a Talbot Lago, a Fiat 1100 Supercharged, and Talbot 4 liter Lago engine, Fiagoni Falaci body. Contact Willett H. Brown, North Vine Street, Hollywood, California. Page 2 is letters to the editor. Page 3 talks about their new address and a proving ground race. The opening of Studebaker Proving Ground Speedway to the SCCA for sports car races on June 17th may well be a major milestone in the return of road racing to America. Page 4 is coverage of the Stars and Stripes at Le Mans. Has some great pictures of the cars at speed. One great picture follows the aerodynamic Cadillac La Monstra leading the sedan through a corner. Both these cars are equipped with 5 dual Venturi carburetors, so 5 two-barrels. Cole in the J2 passes Sam Collier in the Cadillac between White House and the pit area. Another great picture of Tom Cole at speed in a Cadillac engine Allard. He shared with Sidney Allard. Don't knock off wire wheels, ventiports, covered carburetors, and big rear tires. Below, pre-dawn activity in the Cadillac pit. Alex Ullman, team manager for the Cunningham Cadillacs, stands on the pit counter meeting a sandbag damaged left front fender. Page 6 is a second Hart Trophy race, which is the Le Mans types 2-liter Fraser Nash, which did so well at Bridgehampton in June, did even better at the Linden, New Jersey sports car races in July. On page 8, story about Tom Cole drives to victory at Bridgehampton, and Roy Richter tells of his win at Santa Ana in J2, driving the Allard J2. And then there's a sketch pad by Bill Jenks. It's the 1950 Studebaker champion. Then on page 10, a sensational new car from Italy, the Fiat 1400. That's like a fairly big 4-door car with a 1400cc engine. It's funny, the side cutaway drawing shows the engine slant downwards quite a bit from the front of the engine to the back. The 12-13 is the Vanderbilt Cup race, Roosevelt Raceway, scene of America's last Grand Prix. And then Antique and Veteran, on the next page, page 14, is Fiat Land, Sea, Air, Terra, Mare, Cielo. Custom coachwork, as is this example by Farina on the new Model 1400 is often seen on the Fiat chassis. The Fiat 300 horsepower 4-cylinder race car of 1911. The tall hood was completely filled by the monstrous engine. It ran 122 miles an hour. Famous Fiat Lignotto, one of the early Fiat race cars, originally owned by Eddie Meyer, Los Angeles sportsman. The car has been restored and fenders added by the present owner, David Gray. Page 16 and 17 is Ferrari Formula 2 1950 series. Page 20 and 21, Santa Ana Road Race. Allard wins, Jag second. Page 22 and 23, why 12 volts? Lucas engineers provide some interesting answers. 24 is road and track photography. 25 is a full-page ad for Ford Climber Publisher. All auto books. Page 26 has another half-page ad for the Watkins Glen Grand Prix. And see the sensational car, the new K2 Sports 2-seater, at your nearest Allard dealer. The J2 Competition 2-seater, Le Mans, an Allard J2 Competition 2-seater powered by a Cadillac engine driven by Tom Cole, and Sidney Allard ran third in general classification in the grueling 24-hour Le Mans race. Was first in his class and broke the class distance record. Another little ad for Rolls-Royce. And then page 29 has a half-page ad for Ford owners. A Cadillac engine in a Ford. Unbelievable acceleration with a new overhead valve Cadillac engine installed in the new Ford gives Ford owners performance that will satisfy the perfectionist who settles for the utmost. Many delighted customers are enjoying the Frick Tappet Ford Cadillac performance and comfort. On page 29, there's a little bit more write-up about the Le Mans, and then there's a half-page ad for Frick Tappet Motors Incorporated, 95 Bennington Avenue, Freeport, New York, Long Island, New York. For Ford owners, a Cadillac engine in a Ford, unbelievable acceleration with a new overhead valve Cadillac engine installed. Page 29. There's a half-page ad for Frick Tappet Motors Incorporated, 95 Bennington Avenue, Freeport, Long Island, New York. For Ford owners, a Cadillac engine in a Ford. Unbelievable acceleration with the new overhead valve Cadillac engine installed in the new Ford gives Ford owners performance that will satisfy the perfectionist who settles for the utmost. Many delighted customers are enjoying the Frick Tappet Ford Cadillac performance and custom. And comfort. For Cadillac owners, 220 horsepower Cadillac engine, 220 horsepower super acceleration through scientific expert enlargement of the new type overhead valve Cadillac engines. The FT390 operates on stock fuel available anywhere without recourse to multiple carburation, severe valve timing, racing clearance, etc. Can be serviced by any Cadillac dealer. Page 30 and 31 are filled with little ads. They have classifieds, foreign cars for sale, a Horse 1939, SS100 Jag, best offer around $2,000. Page 32 is new products, new chrome grill trim, a 1-year guarantee, MG speedometer or tack repaired, $12.50. Then the inside back cover is, top half page is the, if you own a Ford or Mercury, Ballon EquiFlow exhaust system, and the bottom half is Chevrolet Speed Parts by California Bill, 4611 York Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. And the back page is, you can't hit home runs without a broomstick. Iscadarian Racing Cams. In baseball parlance, a 400 hitter is considered tops in performance at the plate. In competition, his potential power is highly respected and feared by the opposition. But take the same player, give him a broomstick to hit with, and his potential power fizzles to nothing. By the same token, the power of a racing engine is only as good as the weakest of its working parts. You can't get top performance without top equipment. The high speeds obtained by today's speed cars is due in main to advanced cam design.